be it resolved that the closed meeting be called at an end so that we may return to the regular meeting. Seconded by Mr. Zent. All those in favor? Carried. Go ahead. Mr. Bouchard? Yes? We've had enough time now to put things in order. Be it resolved that Town Council accept the hire of Marie-France Boucher as a full-time Deputy Treasurer in effect as of the 6th May, and that she be subjected to a 6-month probationary period, and that her salary be pegged at Class 6, Level 1 of the non-unionized employees' salary grid. Seconded by Mr. Cardarelli. I'm sorry, I have difficulty with your name. I apologize, sir. Mr. Cardarelli. Let's write it up on his forehead. Seconded by Councillor Levert. Oh. Go ahead, Councillor Bouchard. Be resolved that Town Council hire Émilie Saint-Denis as Asset Management Analyst on a full-time basis as of the 15th of April 2019, and that she be subject to a 6-month probationary period. And be it resolved that her salary be pegged at Class 1, Level 3 of the unionized employees' salary grid. Seconded by Mr. Cardarelli. I've got to practice this. These are all positions, by the way, that are replacement positions. These are not new positions we're creating, but replacement positions. All those in favor? Carried. Whereas the Town Council has asked that we take a look at the salary grid in keeping with the non-unionized employees' request, and whereas Report Admin 2019-003 has revised the salaries and has set out the revisions, be it resolved that a bylaw to establish new work conditions, benefits, and salaries for non-unionized employees be forwarded for further consideration at the next meeting, a regular meeting of Town Council. Seconded by Mr. Cardarelli. All in favor? I don't know if you know this, Mr. Cardarelli, but you'll be called upon to second every motion here tonight. Any announcements? Councillor Lalonde? Mr. Mayor, last weekend, of course, the Optimists Clarence Creek Club hosted the family tournament. 16 families took part in this tournament. There's one family that has been attending this event for the past 25 years. They drive from the other side of Toronto, and that represents 6 or 7 hours worth of driving time, and they attend this area to attend the community tournament. The Rogers family has been in attendance since the very beginning of those festivities. Usually, each and every year after this has been done, the Clarence Creek Arena closes up for operational purposes, but I was informed by Mr. Boucher that the ice will be rented for a further 60 hours next week, and tonight also. And this particular team that has rented ice time has been beaten by the Bisons hockey team. My promise, and I wave to the camera, Mrs. Bisaillon, happy 100th anniversary. She celebrated her 100th birthday anniversary at the Rockland Manor, and I'd like to thank her family for having invited me to attend her birthday, as well as Mr. Francis Drouin and Mr. Jean-Marc Lalonde, who was representing the province at that time. Good, happy birthday, man. Happy 100th anniversary or 100th birthday. There was also the Centre Roger Séguin telethon that was televised last week. Over and above $500,000 was raised. $511,000 to be very precise, Mr. Lalonde. Mr. Mayor attended with Warden Kirby to present to the representatives of the Centre Roger Séguin, United Counties of Prescott Russell check. Everything is set up nicely to cap off fundraising activities, I believe on the last Friday of June for the golf tournament. Mrs. Chanoir, there's a wine, cheese, and beer event at the Bourget Community Center. $27.50 per ticket. Now, if you wish to reserve tickets or purchase tickets, contact Henri Goudreau at 613-487-2472. If memory serves me right, this week we'll be hosting the community hockey tournament. No, next month. I believe that all profits will be plowed back to the community. Will Mr. Boucher attend? I believe he'll be refereeing some of those games. Yeah, I'll be refereeing the 55-year and older games that will be played. Anything else? Great, then. Let's go on to question period. If you have any question, you have 3 minutes allotted to you. Just step up to the mic and give your name and your address. You might repeat it also again in English. Yes, if you have a question, you have to come up. 3 minutes, your name and address. All right, thank you. Let's go on to members' item. Members' resolution presented by myself with regards to the Mayor's Golf Tournament. This is a resolution that lets town employees help out. Mrs. Lorraine Séguin will help us in organizing the Mayor's Golf Tournament. And this, the money raised is earmarked for paying fees with regards to open-air cinemas and free ice time for children that like to skate around. And Mrs. Séguin would like to have some help to help her out. There's a resolution that exists that states that no town employee can help in such activities, and we'd like to remove that particular contingency for tonight. So he was, let's see, where is it? Oh, yes. Where is it? Oh, okay. Whereas the Mayor's Golf Tournament allows to finance activities for the community, more particularly during family holidays or during March break weekends. And whereas bylaw 012015-01 that establishes directives with regards to the management and the organization of the Mayor's Golf Tournament does not allow involvement of town employees, and whereas the organizer of the golf tournament for this year would need help or additional help on behalf of town employees to implement fully this project, be it resolved that Town Council approves to stray from the policies of the governing bylaw to allow organizers of the Mayor's Golf Tournament to work alongside the agent of communications as well as coordinator of cultural events to organize the 2019 Mayor's Golf Tournament. Seconded by Councillor Zant. Any questions? All those in favor then? Carried. Thank you, folks. Item 9.2, South Nation Conservation Community Free Trees and Repair Zone Demonstration Sites. A resolution. We need a well, these are free trees, really, that are offered by the South Nation Conservation Authority. That's contained in the document that we were forwarded earlier on. Do we know how many trees they're going to give us, or no? No, we just got that today, so I didn't have a chance to peruse through it. I can find out tomorrow. I can phone them. I know some of the people at South Nation. I move that this action be received so that further action can be taken to determine the number of trees that we'll be receiving. And also, they're asking for a $500 donation to be able to come up with more trees for other municipalities also. So if you're in favor of that, $500 donation, we'll go on then. Yes, moved and seconded by Mr. Zant, moved by Mr. Cardarelli. Let's go on now to consent items. Are there any items you'd like to withdraw from the consent items? Now, the $500 amount, you wish, Mr. Mayor, to be approved within the amount, the motion that was just now adopted and carried. Yes, yes. Mr. Lavert, your turn is up to read those consent items that are on the agenda. Be it resolved, Mr. Mayor, that all consent items identified under the consent item title during the meeting of the 1st of April, regular meeting of the 1st of April, 2019 be adopted. Item 10.1, adoption of the minutes of the following meetings: regular meeting of Town Council of March the 19th and Committee of the Whole of March 19th. 10.2, receipt of the minutes of the following meetings: Public Library Board meeting of February 19th, 2019. 10.3, this following recommendations from Committee of the Whole of March 19th, 2019. A, resolution to accept the Statement of Development Charges 2018. Item 10.4, resolution to approve the tax reductions under Section 357 and 358 of the Municipal Act. Item 10.5, resolution to amend Resolution 2019-57 in order to correct an error in address for an approved fence bylaw exemption request. For an error in address. Seconded by Mr. Cardarelli. Boy, are we hot tonight. All those in favor? Carried. Then thank you, folks. Thank you. Community and staff reports. Councillor Zant. SharePoint project change. Oh, yes, SharePoint, yes. Be it resolved that bylaw 2019-35 that authorizes the mayor and the clerk that enters into an agreement with regards to changes brought to the management document project given out to StoneShare Inc. following a call to tender F-18-ADM-18-27 on the 10th of October 2019 be adopted. Seconded by Councillor Choignard. All those in favor? Carried. Then fine. Let's go on now to bylaws. Councillor Guillemard, please. Certainly, Mr. Mayor. Bylaws. Be it resolved that the following bylaws be adopted. Item 12.1, 2019-36, zoning bylaw, 600 G Gulf Road, Hammond Golf, and 12.2, 2019-37, zoning bylaw amendment, 735 Industrial Street. Seconded by Councillor Levade. All those in favor? Carried, and thank you. Confirmatory bylaw, be it resolved that bylaw 2019-38 be deemed as a confirmatory bylaw for all measures taken during the course of the regular meeting of Town Council held on the 1st of April 2019, seconded by Councillor Bouchard. All those in favor? Adjournment called at 7:29 p.m. Well, that calls for a half an hour break at least. Thank you, one and all. Good evening, one and all.